And what is up, everybody? It is your boy Farai. Thank you once again for tuning into another video. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 methods that you can make use of flanger in your rap vocal mixing. Okay, time-based effects is really what it's grouped under. I know I'm going to be talking about phases as well, and things like that are such an integral part of your mixing process. If you're not utilizing your flangers, your phases, your choruses in the right way, then you're really missing out on a tool that is so heavily used kind of in the background of every popular mix. Okay, and once you learn to hear it, you'll start to really kind of enjoy even more some of the pro stuff that is out there. So sit back, I'm going to show you the technique. Let's hop straight into it. But first things first, definitely check out all of the links in the description. We have an amazing array of different resources that you can make use of. Links to our vocal recording course, vocal mixing course, as well as our Mastering Like a Pro video course. All of these courses are really going to help you get up to speed with rap vocal mixing and mixing in general. Okay, these are courses that are pretty much at a college level. You can get them for a really good price. Also will help support the channel, so if you want to do that, check that out. We also have a $50 off link, coupon code, whatever you want to call it, to LANDR. LANDR is a really great platform with distribution services, so you can get your music uploaded to Tidal, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. They also have a mastering platform that pretty much allows you to master your music with AI instantaneously. So if you're someone who likes to really sit at your home studio, mix your music, then you can just upload your stuff to LANDR, get it kind of industry grade ready, and then push it onto the internet. So if you're into that, definitely check that out. $50 off. But with that being said, let's hop straight into it. Right, as you can see, I got a whole bunch of plugins here. We'll just close them off for now, and then we'll start off with the first way that we can actually utilize these types of plugins. Now again, flanger, phaser, chorus, use the same methods. Again, you can use reverbs and things like that, delays. We won't be talking about that in this video. That's for a separate video. But the first way that I like to use flanger, and as you can see, I got a phaser on the main vocal, is on the main vocal itself. Okay, now some people have this mentality, right, that never apply effects onto the vocal itself, right, and that has some pros and cons, while other people will say do it and only do it, right, don't make use of effects sends, right. And both answers are kind of wrong, because you can do whatever you want mixing, but you have to do it the right way. Okay, and you have to do it with intent. So the way that you actually apply one of these types of effects, or several of these types of effects, is minimally on the main vocal, unless you're really going for like a sound right on the main vocal itself. You don't want to go too crazy. So as you can see right here, we have this phaser at 7% and we have this flanger at 7%, right? So we're allowing 93% of the dry vocal to pass through as normal, right? And so just having that little bit of effect is going to add some sort of crazy sound, right? Well, it's going to give us a different result. Now, what is that result that we are looking for? Well, what we're looking for is a smoothing of the top end, right? And then a little bit of that stereo width, okay? When we apply these types of plugins on there, we get just that, okay? Listen on your headphones, listen on high quality speakers, listen to your favorite artist mix, especially on this song with Destroy Lonely, right? I'll just play a little bit of it, but you can hear there's a little bit of a phaser or flanger or something going on in the top end of his vocal. Whether that's a send, whether that's on the main vocal, it's there, right? So listen to this. Oh, I think we have something muted. Rockstar shit, ripped jeans, Gucci bandana like 17. All black whip, pull up on the scene. More money green like green beans. All we talk is fashion, money and lean. Counting bands, I fell in love with codeine. Yeah, I like a star, yeah, she know she cook it clean. That boy ran up, but that AR got a beam. Yeah, how you feel? I just bought a pint, then I cracked the syrup. Right now, I don't know if YouTube is going to be able to carry this info over for you, but when you listen to the kind of top end of the vocal, every transient of every word, it sounds as if when these plugins are on, the vocal is set back a little bit into the mix. It also sounds a bit more smooth, okay? That's the effect that we're going for. Now, I can't tell you which plugins to use. You can use the Fruity Flangers if you're in Pro Tools, use whatever else. As long as you can affect the wet and dry, you can make use of this technique, okay? So slot that on your vocals. This is a technique I learned from Seth Fokins, who was Future's engineer. Rest in peace to Seth Fokins. But this is a technique that I learned from him, and I've just been doing it for many years. You can do it to any sound that you need to just widen a little bit, smooth that top, and it's going to give you a bit of a tape effect. Okay, so that's the first way to do this. The second method that we're going to make use of is a little bit more obvious, but it's to apply a lot of flanger or chorus or whatever on a ad-lib track or a double track, anything that is a background vocal. We can try this technique out. All right, so let's just kind of solo out our ad-lib, for example. Right there you go. It sounds pretty crazy, right? We got this really cool kind of widened sound. Now if we were to turn off this flanger, we were to turn off that reverb, we just got a normal vocal. Right, if we just turn on the reverb, a little bit of wideness, but we don't have that kind of 3D sound. Slap that on. Oh, crazy, right? And that's all just from applying a simple preset, right? And as you can see right here, this ad-lib, this flange right here, it's at minus 80. So obviously it is like 80%, right? It's just that this goes from 0 to plus 100 or minus 100, just a way that you can mix. But it sounds really cool, right? And all we've done is just use a preset from this chord collection. Now, I really like this chord collection. It sounds really good. But as you can hear, right, and I really want you to listen to all the different types of flangers and choruses and things like that. If we just, turn the one that we have off and choose a different preset, you can just hear how much different. Let's go for like a harmonic chorus, right? Okay, that sounds pretty similar, but stereo phaser. Right, that'll give us a completely different sound. If we take a listen to that. Gucci band, right? Not appropriate for this, but that's why I'm saying you gotta kind of listen to your mix, see what you can mix in there. Gucci bandana like 17, all black. Wow, that's nice. I even like that even more a little bit, right? But anything works, right? Gucci band. That's more set back. This is more up front. Gucci bandana. More stereoified. But that's the whole point, right? It's as simple as that. Find a plugin that you like, whether it's a chorus, phase, or whatever. Just slap it on the doubler, right? We got this crazy doubler. We got this right here as well, where we're just using a stock plugin, right? Let's just find that right there. See what that sounds like. Right? And it sounds a little bit different to the ad-lib. I fell in love. I got lead. Right, you can hear they're doing the same thing, but they sound a little bit different, right? So definitely try out this technique. It's the easiest one to make use of. Let's go. All right, so the last method that we can make use of is to just use a traditional effects send to get that flanger phaser sound, okay? Now in the studio, we have a H3000. We actually have a really cool plugin mimicking that, so you can check that out in the description as well. But all we'll do is we'll send it to that device, such as the same in FL Studio. You can see our main vocal chain is running to a whole bunch of different effects sends, reverbs, delays, flangers, right? And I really want you to listen to our flanger send. I like to use this Eventide instant flanger. It's really cool. It kind of works best for a guitar, but we can use it on a main vocal. So just pay attention to what that sounds like. All we talk is fashion, money, and lean. Kinda bands, I fell in love with codeine. Yeah, I like a style, yeah, she know she could. Right, obviously a lot is not going to sound too good, but when we just blend it in there, we really get a nice effect. Now, with this, you can use many different types of presets. Micro pitch shifting, which is H3000. It's kind of like a chorus effect. You can use a straight flanger. You can use, a phaser, whatever works. As you can see, we actually have two different sends. We have this kind of, a copy of the Destroy Lonely track that we remixing here. Kind of like a phaser, right? 100%. It has to be 100% wet in order to be a true effect send. And, I had different options that I was messing around with. But just a little bit of EQ with that phaser effect. All we talk is fashion, money, and lean. Kinda bands, I fell in love with codeine. Yeah, I like a style, yeah, she know she cook it clean. That boy ran up, but that AR got a... Right, that's a lot more prominent. That's a lot more. You can really hear that. It kind of phases the track out. But, those are the techniques that we can make use of, right? Definitely try these out. Apply these to your mixing workflow. Again, I recommend everyone to make use of our templates because they have everything set up for you. You can forever, you know, utilize this workflow. And this is why if you check out the course, you can follow this and learn how to utilize these techniques, because this is exactly how we do it in the big studios. Okay, this is how things are rooted and set up. And if you want to really get good at mixing, you need to start using the real tools. Okay, there's no point to doing things completely differently and then expecting to be able to take on, you know, work of a higher caliber. But yeah, this is pretty much how it's done. I'll check out the next one. Keep mixing every day. Check the links below and have a good one. Peace out.